When Edward left, Bella broke. It wasn't a whisper or a slip. It was freefall, an abyss. Days passed shapeless, voiceless. Seasons changed, but Bella didn't. Only her silence grew, like a wound that wouldn't close. While Charlie worried, while Jacob tried to rescue her from herself, someone else was watching. Someone who knew the weight of loss all too well. Victoria, the flame-haired vampire, didn't cry when James was killed. She didn't scream. She didn't beg. She waited. And when Edward left Bella in the forest, Victoria saw the perfect opportunity. Revenge wouldn't be fast, nor clean. It would be slow, unbearably slow, and beautiful. She kidnapped Bella on a gray day. Bella was walking alone in the woods, following an invisible trail of memories, hoping to stumble into some painful enough to feel alive. And then Victoria appeared. She didn't attack. She didn't rip out her heart. She spoke. "He left you. How cowardly. How predictable." Bella didn't respond. "You feel dead, don't you?" Bella just closed her eyes. And Victoria, smiling, lifted her like a broken doll. "Let me help you feel something forever." The fire of transformation wasn't different, but the purpose was. Bella didn't fight, didn't beg, didn't even try to resist. As she burned, she murmured only one name, Edward, again and again, until it became a bitter mantra. She woke alone, in a ruined cabin deep in the woods, her throat burning like lava. Victoria was gone. Only a broken mirror remained, and a note in elegant script. If he had loved you, he would be here. Instead, you're alone. Learn to be strong, Bella. Learn to destroy the way he did. V. Bella became a shadow. She roamed the northern states, hunting without mercy. At first animals, then by mistake, humans, then by choice. She didn't kill for pleasure. She simply didn't care. She was no longer Bella Swan. She was the product of a wound, a creature without law, without morality, and above all, without redemption. The rumors reached the Cullens. Alice saw them, a female figure, hunting in the mist, eyes glowing red, and a vision that brought her to her knees, Bella facing Edward with bared fangs. "It can't be her," Edward said, voice cracking. "It is her," Alice replied. "They're turning her into a weapon," Carlyle murmured. Rosalie crossed her arms. "Weren't we all once?" They found her in Chicago, a city sleeping under snow. Bella stood on a rooftop, watching the street. She didn't hide, she didn't run, she just waited. Edward appeared behind her. He didn't speak, didn't breathe. He only looked, and she, without turning, whispered, "You took your time." Her voice was ice. Bella turned, and Edward felt that everything he had loved was wrapped in rage. "What did they do to you?" Bella laughed, dry. "They opened my eyes. They taught me love isn't eternal, only pain is." He stepped forward. "You're not her." "No," she replied. "You killed who she was." Silence. Then Bella showed her fangs, and I came to return the favor. But she didn't strike. Not yet. She just disappeared. Like a warning. Like a debt unpaid. Since then, the Cullens sleep with their senses sharp, because Bella is near, not to return, but to avenge. And Edward doesn't sleep anymore, because each night he dreams of her. And each time, in his nightmares, it's not her who dies, it's him. And Bella, standing over his body, doesn't cry. She only watches and whispers, "Now you know what it's like to be left behind." She returned on a moonless night. The Cullen house was silent. The trees didn't move. The air was thick. Edward was the first to sense her. Her scent changed, different, but still her. Bella appeared in the clearing, the same meadow where she once lay among flowers, now with porcelain skin hardened by rage, hair loose like extinguished flames, and her eyes full of war. Edward didn't come alone. Alice, Emmett, Jasper, and Rosalie stood with him. Carlyle and Esme waited at the forest's edge, ready, not to attack her, but to protect themselves from her. "Why now?" Edward asked. Bella tilted her head like studying a caged animal. "Because it doesn't hurt anymore." "And that's what you wanted? To come back when nothing was left?" "No, Edward," she said with a sad smile. "I want you to feel what I felt." Rosalie stepped forward. "So you're here to kill him?" Bella didn't blink. "No, I'm here to decide if I will." Jasper could feel her fury, but also a sorrow so ancient it seemed carved from marble. Edward, unmoving, looked at her like one might look at a fallen star. "I can't undo what I did, and I can't die again," she answered. Silence. Then Bella moved forward, fast, a shadow line. Emmett intercepted her, but not to fight, only to stop her. "You don't have to do it this way," Bella growled. Not out of anger, out of pain. She stepped aside, alone, again, and for the first time, Edward stepped toward her. No defenses, no pride. Only open hands. Do it if you need to, he said, if it sets you free. Bella looked at him, close, so close she could hear a heart that no longer beat. Why didn't you run? She whispered. Because I didn't leave to escape you. I left to protect you. And did it work? No. She raised her hand, placed it on his chest, the same place where she once felt warmth. Now, nothing. But then, Bella trembled. Something inside her gave way. It wasn't forgiveness. It was the end of hatred. Because there was no more fire left to burn, only ashes. Bella fell to her knees, and Edward with her. He held her, for the first time in years, and she let him. She never became the same again. She didn't try, but she chose to stay, not like before, not as Bella Swan, but as who she was now, a survivor, a vampire, a daughter of pain, who chose not to be its slave. And when, sometime later, Victoria came to claim her creation, Bella was the one who destroyed her, not with fury, but with justice. I am not your revenge, she said before the final blow. I am my own story. And so Bella, shaped by resentment, the vampire made to destroy, loved again. Not with innocence, but with purpose, because true love doesn't forget pain, but it chooses not to repeat it, ever.